What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So yeah, as you can tell by the title, I have something here that I have only ever dreamed of getting. Basically, it's just been something for the past 4 years that has always been the #1 thing that I've been wanting to add to my collection. I've only ever seen it at a store once. It's a very rare, older item that is hard to come by and usually very expensive. So to find one sealed in box was just crazy. And I am so excited to finally be an owner of a 3.75 inch gunship. Yeah, so this is absolutely crazy. And whenever I say that this is my most wanted thing ever, I really do mean it. This is it, guys. This is what I've been just in the back of my mind, like, whenever I get money or whatever, like to spend on the collection, this has always been like the white whale, all white whales for me. But like I said, it's an expensive piece. It's not something that you find very easily either. Like I said, I've been to many stores, and last summer we actually went to, no, it was 2 summers ago, we went to Virginia Beach, and we went to a few stores there actually, and one of them did have one of these gunships. It was out of box, and it was very expensive, and I did not get it at the time. But after my birthday, I got some birthday money, and I decided, you know what, this is my chance to just go out and finally get, my white whale item, which I'm so thankful I was able to do. I did get this sealed in box. The box is not in here just because it's a little dirty. I mean, it's not dirty, but I mean, this thing came out in 2002, so it's been sealed, probably sitting in somebody's attic for 22 years. And so that's kind of why I don't have it in here, but I will show the box. Let me show the box real quick. It's out here. I have some dusters and stuff, but here's the box. It came sealed and everything, so I'll just have it right there for now. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. Honestly, I probably won't, because there was like a little bit of like a mold residue on the front of the box, but the inside was untouched. Packaged up 22 years ago. I was the first person to open it, and that was a really cool experience. So for those of you who are wondering where I did get this gunship, I did order it off of eBay. There were 2 bids going on for sealed gunships like this, the 2002 Republic gunship sealed, and the first one I did not win. Basically what happened was, well, first of all, if you're gonna get one of these on eBay, you have to get it on a bid, because the buy it now prices are absurdly expensive. You're not gonna get it for under $200 buy it now, whenever you include eBay fees and taxes and stuff. So for that reason, buying it on a bid is the way to go. And there's not very many bids for these. You kind of have to wait for them and whatever. So the first bid, it had like 40 watchers, and it goes down to the last 5 seconds, and I kind of panicked. So it was at like 130, and so then I bid 165, and then it had like 2 seconds left, and somebody just had bid like they did the thing where you just bid like $2 up, and they won it. And I was so mad, because I was like, if I just would have waited like to the very last second, I totally would have got it for 165, which is an incredible deal for something like this. But unfortunately, I did not win that first bid. So the next day, luckily, there was another bid ending. So I waited until about 5 o'clock, whenever that bid was about to end. And that one had even more watchers, because people knew that it was the last kind of chance for a while to try to get a good deal on a gunship. And so in my head, I was like, I'm not gonna bid anything over 200 bucks. So it gets to the last minute, and literally the final second, I bid $200. And it just kept like loading, like saying like, oh, we're gonna give you your results and whatever. And I was my heart was actually pounding out of my chest. I'm not kidding you. I got so anxious because I was like, why is it taking so long? I didn't know if somebody else had bid even higher or whatever. And I finally just exited out of eBay because I was like, this is taking way too long to load. And then I got back on and it said, like, you purchased this item on, I believe it was June 26th, pay now. And I was so ecstatic. I ended up getting it for $200 plus $30 of shipping, which is, again, it's a steep price, don't get me wrong, but compared to the other buy it now prices, to get this sealed in box for that price, I am willing to pay. Again, it is not cheap at all. These things used to go for $50 back in 2002, but with the love of clones and the demand for a gunship, you know, that's just the price that's just the market for it, which I, again, was 100% willing to pay just because this is literally like the #1 most wanted thing for my collection. And I'm so very thankful that I was in a position that I was able to get it. But so last night, it arrived. I was actually at work, so I came home to it. It was really cool. And I opened her up and put it together and everything. And it does have some stickers here. And oh my gosh, dude. It is so incredible. And as you can see in the back right there, I do actually have my UCS gunship. Now the UCS gunship is a little bit bigger, I believe, but not by much, not by much. So there's like a little handle up here that you can actually hold the gunship on, and it's really nice. But I don't know if you can see. Yeah, it's on a really good angle, but they're similar sizes. Obviously the UCS gunship is a huge model. But you know, I was taking a look at both of them, and I was surprised by how similar in size they were. So yeah, there also were a lot of used sets or gunships that were on eBay. Now the thing about getting a used gunship is a lot of times these gunships, the #1 thing that they are missing are these turrets in the front. These turrets in the front can be very rare to come by because they actually, if you press this little button here, they will fly out, which is a cool feature that I did not know about. But, you know, a lot of times they're missing that. And then even the ones that were complete, I still was like, I still want to get a pristine new one, because who knows if you've had a kid, like it could have been somebody's childhood thing that they played with that now their kids played with that now they want to sell. So it could have been super beat up and, you know, just missing a bunch of little parts, because I did not realize how many little accessories come with this thing, but there's quite a bit. And so for that reason, I just really wanted to get a sealed one, which again, so very blessed I was able to get one, because like I said, they're not on the market too much, and whenever they are, they go quick. Whenever it's an auction, at least. But as you can see here in the cockpit, I do have 2 clone pilots. They are the Clone Wars style, and I actually had these guys. I got one of these clone pilots. I believe it's Clone Pilot Hawk. I could be wrong, but I believe I got one of them at Big Fun, and then the other one in an eBay lot. And I guess it was God kind of telling me, like, you know, he kind of made it work out, because I ended up with 2 pilots, and I didn't have to go out and buy more pilots, because now my gunship, you know, has pilots to drive it, which is really cool. And that thing can come up. It's a little hard to get it out just because it's so secure, which is a good thing, but I don't want to try to open it right now. But yeah, you know, we got the lime green decaling there, and then some blaster marks, more stickers on the side, and then you come over to here where we have the first little hallway situation that people stand in. If you look in there, there's like a little fake door where people would get into the cockpit. And also, if you're wondering, I was wondering how these clones sat in here. They're actually standing, so you literally just make them stand in there. I thought maybe they'd be sitting, but they literally just sit, which is cool. We have the Republic insignia. It's on both sides. Very nice. And then we come into here, the main docking bay, where you have some like peg holes and stuff for people to stand. And then in the back there, goes even deeper. But what I mean by like all these little accessories is, as you can see on these doors here, there's rockets, which I didn't even know was a thing. And I guarantee, like, if I were to buy a used one, I would be missing out on that pretty cool, you know, little detail. But then you come up, the bridge goes up, and then, by the way, these doors can't open. I'm not gonna do it on camera just because it's hard to put them back in with one hand. But if you do press down on this button here, the doors will pop back, which is a really, really cool feature. Yeah, very, very neat. And then obviously here we have the wing, which is very cool, very, you know, intricate. And then we have the bubble turret, which actually can like be twisted and stuff. And then underneath the wing, there is a set of cannons, which again, that's just another thing that, you know, I could have missed out on if I had not bought it new. So that's on both sides of the wing. And then, yeah, up here, you know, obviously we have the 2 turrets and then the handle to carry it. And these turrets are actually pretty detailed as well. And they come all the way out, and they have this like really cool black wash going on. And then these buttons up here actually do fire the turrets inside of both cannons. You know, again, just a lot of play features in this vehicle. And then coming around to the back here, we have the vents, obviously, the end of the turrets. There's the other missiles in this wing. And then, you know, the signature back turret, which is really cool. This back thing can come up, can come down, I believe, actually, for like the speeders and stuff. And then there's this little rope situation with these 2 like little claw things. And I guess it would be like to pick up things, I guess, like while the gunship's flying, to like have things, you know, being dragged with it, I guess. But yeah, just again, guys, so cool. I am so blessed and thankful to be a proud owner of a 3.75 gunship. So yeah, this was the first go at a gunship from Hasbro. They made this in 2002, obviously, and since then they have made 8 of these. The last one being from the Vintage Collection, like in 2013. But they are all the same mold. It's all this same exact mold, just a different color scheme. And also, if you notice in the front here, these little like dents, they actually made separate, in a separate like figure pack, you could get bubble turrets and connect them to both sides, which is something that I might do in the future, because that does look pretty cool. But yeah, just again, super cool. And yeah, so they made, or like, this is the mold. Like, they never really changed anything from this mold because they really got it down with this first go at it. They just, you know, made repaints. They made a Munilus 10 gunship. They made a lot of gunships just with like the little decals on the side here, like a Crumb bomber, I think they made. They did, in 2008, they did make a Clone Wars gunship from the Clone Wars. Literally the only difference from what I've seen, like the biggest difference, is that the cockpit pieces are just like tinted black, so you can't really see, you know, the cockpit that much. That literally is kind of it difference wise. So yeah, that's why I kind of can just use this gunship as anything, because a gunship's a gunship, so that's why it doesn't matter if I have Clone Wars people in there. But yeah, really cool. And as you probably noticed, I do have some figures over here, because I did take a couple of figures out of my display up there. Because obviously the gunship needs to have people in it. So we have this 187th clone from Mace Windu's Legion. You know, you gotta have a Jedi, obviously. So I gotta find a way to get Kit Fisto to be able to stand in here. But yeah, I thought I'd put him at the door or something. What are these guys called? I don't even remember, but we got him. Very nice. And then we have these 2 heavier troopers. But yeah, you really can put a lot of minifigures. You really can put a lot of troopers in these sets, in these gunships. And it's really cool. Oh my gosh, I cannot get over this. This is so sick. Oh my gosh, dude. So cool. So cool. Whoa. So yeah, I gotta find a place to put this. I don't know if it'll fit on that shelf. I'm really not sure. If it doesn't, what I might do is just put it on this bottom shelf here. And, you know, have like a little display going on there. But either way, guys, I am just so blessed and thankful to be a owner of this. This literally is my #1 most wanted thing ever. And I'm so thankful to be a proud owner of it. So yeah, guys. But if you did enjoy the video, make sure to hit like, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.